Let me guess. You bought a list of DSCR leads, you called through the whole thing, maybe you got a few people on the phone call, and most of them had no idea what DSCR even was, weren't actually looking to buy anything, or just completely ghosted you after the first call. Sounds kind of familiar, right? You're not alone. I talk to loan officers every single week who are spending anywhere from $500 to $5,000 a month on DSCR mortgage leads and getting almost nothing back. And the frustrating part, not because DSCR loans aren't in demand, they absolutely are. The problem is the system, or more accurately, the lack of one. So in this video, I'm gonna break down exactly why most DSCR leads are dead on arrival, what a better system you can actually install and looks like, and how the top producing mortgage loan officers in the space are building a pipeline that consistently closes and bring new qualified deals for them. So yeah, stay with me because this could completely change how you approach DSCR leads and how to generate high quality leads for your business, right? So yeah, let me share my screen over here and go through exactly the step-by-step walkthrough on how to build a system which closes high quality DSCR deals for yourself and bring you consistent leads every single month, so you stop chasing DSCR dead leads and build a system which get you 5+ deals every month. So who is this video for? This video is for loan officers who are actively working with DSCR loans or want to. They have bought leads before and felt like they were flushing money down the drain and how to fix that. You want a system that is repeatable and not just a list of names and numbers in a Google spreadsheet, and you are serious about closing 5+ new loans every single month. Okay. Now, what is the number one problem and why most DSCR leads don't convert? See, most loan officers blame themselves when DSCR leads don't convert. Bad follow-up, wrong script, wrong timing. But the real problem usually starts way earlier, before even you pick your phone up. And here are the 4 reasons most DSCR leads fail. Number one, the data is stale. Now what's happening over here? See, many lead vendors sells your name, like form filled out weeks or months ago. So by the time the lead hits your CRM, the investor already has moved on. Maybe they have closed someone else, or they have changed their strategy, or simply just lost interest. How to fix that? Always ask your lead vendor, how old is this lead when it reaches me? Anything over 3 days or 2 days needs an aggressive follow-up. Anything over a week requires a re-engagement approach, before you pitch them for appointment or next steps. All right. Reason number 2, your follow-up system is broken. See, the lead itself isn't always a problem. Most time it happens when the lead comes in. There's no response build up, there is no follow-up going on, there's no value being delivered between touches, and simply most lenders and officers directly pitch for application and appointment. You need to bridge the gap first before you actually ask for the call to action. The investor goes cold not because they were interested, but because no one showed up fast enough or consistently enough. That's why you need to build system which do the job for you. The fix is quite simple. A lead without follow-up system behind it, just a name on a spreadsheet. We'll cover exactly a sequence that you can build in today's video as well. All right. Number 3, and this again is one of the reasons why most DSCR leads die. Zero pre-qualification at the point of capture. You get a name, you have a number, and you have an email. That's it. You spend 20 minutes on the phone call figuring out if the person is even worth talking to. Do they have a property in mind? Do they even understand DSCR loan? Or are they even remotely qualified or ready to move? The fix is again very simple. Whether it's landing page, or you're getting lead from a vendor, or if you have your own marketing system, you should collect at least 5 to 7 qualifying questions and data points before the lead reaches you. And I have talked about in my other videos how you can build that landing pages. So go ahead and watch those videos as well, and how you can build the questionnaires and quiz in landing page to get the right qualifying questions for DSCR lead. Now, minimum, you should at least ask this kind of questions over here. Do they at least have a property in mind or searching for? What's the price point? Is they looking for short-term rental or long-term rental? Or if they have worked with DSCR lender, what's the credit score is, how much looking to down payment, and if they are working with any other lender or loan officer before as well. Number 4, and this is the biggest reason why most leads are, absolutely crappy: shared leads. Many lead vendors sell the same lead to multiple loan officers, and that's why the quality absolutely is garbage. By the time you call them, the investor might have moved on or by other lender, or they have been contacted by other lender same day. So you're not starting from zero, you're starting from behind. The fix is again quite simple. Always ask your vendors, or your marketing department, are these leads exclusive or shared? Exclusive leads can cost, of course, more upfront because they are more exclusive, but your contact rate, conversion rate, your ROI will be significantly better. All right. And here we have the 4 pillars to build a better system to generate high quality DSCR mortgage leads. Number 1, understand your lead source and match your system with that. See, not all leads you get would be same, and that's okay. The key is knowing what you're working with. Many loan officers have this problem. They deal every lead same way. You cannot expect to have, internet leads the same way as you treat a referral lead, because the way you do follow-up, the way you do your first message is entirely different. Different lead source produce different level of awareness and intent. The mistake again, most loan officers isn't using the wrong source. It's treating every lead the same way regardless where they come from, and that's why you fail. All right. And this is my personal experience of what I see right now in terms of lead source awareness level and what they need from you. See, if you have purchase list of cold leads, the awareness level is quite low. So you need to actually educate first and then pitch later. If you have got leads from Facebook or Instagram ads, awareness level is medium to high. Again, you gotta make sure you do quick value deliver, do fast follow-up, and warm them up before your first consultation or appointment. Google search ad is great. They are high intent, fast response, again, straight to qualification. YouTube video viewers, people who come from watching your videos on YouTube, they trust you, they know you. Just simply book the call with them by having a sequence in place. All right. See, Facebook and Instagram ads and leads aren't bad. They just require a different approach. You cannot treat them the same way you treat other leads. These investors who are scrolling, something caught their attention and they have raised their hand. So treat them in a different way and a different sequence. All right. Now, that's a signal worth following up because they have raised their hand, they have shown interest. Difference is how you follow up. A cold pitch won't work, so always have educational content sent before you have the next step or the next call with them. All right. Now, number 2 pillar, which is speed to lead, the most important factor for closing more deals. You have to follow a 5-minute rule. Responding within 5 minutes dramatically increases your chances of having real conversation. And this study has been shown entirely in every industry. The Harvard people have done research on this about follow-up. So the faster you can do follow-up and your lead to speed is within 5 minutes, the higher the response you get. DSA investors are often evaluating multiple options. They have seen multiple offers. So the first loan officers who shows up quickly, speak their language and give them something useful always earns the right next conversation happening. All right. And this is how your follow-up should look like. Again, you don't have to do it manually. If you can't, of course, there is no option, but always try to build out a system that they can actually do automatic based follow-up like this. Lead comes in and you have a quick text automatically sent like this. Hey name, this is of course John. I saw you inquire about DSCR finance. Quick question. Do you have specific property in mind or do you still search mode? This is my calendar link. Again, I prefer to only have one call to action and keep it very open-ended because you need to get response back. So always have very open-ended kind of follow-up going on to your leads. All right. Then maybe you can follow up in the first 5 minutes. If no answer, quickly have built up automation for voicemail and email within just hour. Okay, you can use tools like Go High Level, which is pretty amazing and quite cheap as well. So yeah, use that. Number three pillar is multi-touch follow-up sequenced. Most loan officers give up after 2 attempts. If you actually see your database and see the activity you do, you need to tight those up. Most still happens between 5 to 12 touch-ups. So here is the exact follow-up sequence to use, and notice how the early touches for lower intent leads are focused on education and not closing, because again, you need to give enough value to your cold audience or cold leads to build more trust, more credibility, more authority before you have the next call. Day one, always have an immediate text call within the first 10 to 12 minutes. If no answer, have a system which send voicemail and email, and you can copy paste exactly the same email. Pause the video, just copy the same content over here and use it in your sequence. Number two day is educational touch. Again, send them a loan video, send them a YouTube video you have made about DSCR loan, how it works, how it is beneficial. Text them about, again, the same follow-up on link with the video. You should not be feeling that you are selling, you are just adding value with your videos. So again, a text follow-up with a link to video works amazingly well. All right. Day four, again, you can have a second call attempt. You can actually use your own phone to call, or you can just build an AI based agent to call these people. It works again amazingly well over here. Day seven, social proof and case studies. This is where most loan officers give up, and you should not. Use your case studies, examples of past clients you work with, and share the stories, because people love to hear about people, right? They want to see how you help people, and they can just resonate with themselves. So create case studies. This is your assets that you can use in every way. You can use in your email letter, you can use in your Facebook groups, you can use in your LinkedIn, you can also use like this to follow up with leads you get or you buy from other vendors, right? So yeah, use this kind of social proof, case studies based follow up, which again create higher response. Day 14, again, check in and have a long-term sequence build up so you can get more people responding back if they're not doing right now. Number four pillar is positioning yourself as a DSCR expert. This is a long game and it compounds over time. The loan officers dominating the DSCR spaces are not just good closers, they are known also for adding more values. So when investor need DSCR loan, your name should be at least in top 5 or top 6 on the list, and content is the best way to go with that, right? And the great thing is that their leads get easier and cheaper over time, because again, your reputation, your content is doing all the heavy lifting. So always position yourself as DSCR expert if you are focusing on DSCR alone right now. Content again, guys, is a way to go, because it is one of the best thing you can do right now as a loan officer. Use YouTube to put content, because this works like 24/7, as a marketing system, which generate leads even when you sleep. So like this, content every one video per week. You don't need to have a big production crew, a big camera, or a big setup. You can simply start by adding values, and here's the connection most LOs miss. When someone sees you on Facebook and already has watched one of the YouTube videos, they are no longer a cold lead. They already know you, they trust you, and again, they are far more likely to book a call with you than anybody else, because content warms them up than any other lead sources. And here are the 10 videos, ideas which you can post. These days you can use like ChatGPT, Claude, do research on other platforms as well and get the best idea. But this is the list of content which you can start creating and posting. Again, pause the video, take a screenshot, or just take a picture of it and start creating content around this videos. And again, over time, you will get better with putting out videos as well. Way to post: YouTube is best for long-term content and long-term SEO. TikTok and Reels are great as the top of the funnel to engage more viewers and then squeeze them to the YouTube. And again, LinkedIn is pretty great for building more partners and those stuff. So when you run ad campaign, you can actually retarget people who have watched content, and that's where your ad become incredibly powerful. I have talked about in my last video how you can do that, so go ahead and watch my last video where I have talked about how to use the retargeting ad campaign to generate high intent followers, all right, with ad campaign. Lastly is posting about reviews and case studies. Guys, this is by far the strongest thing you can do, and I don't see a lot of front offices do that, and the ones who do are ahead of the time. They are putting out case studies, they're putting out, documenting the whole journey. So every closed DSCR deal is a story. Document that, maybe in an email, maybe with a video, whatever suits you the best way, but document it. After every closing, ask, would you be willing to leave a quick review, or can I share the story as a case study? This stories build trust, and every new lead finds you, especially the ones coming from cold, from paid ads, who needed extra layer of credibility before they have the call booked from you, right? Now, what does the system look like altogether? How do you, summarize this whole thing right now? First of all, attract content, paid ads, depending on where you're at, capturing, having pre-qualifying landing pages, questionnaires in place, respond and follow up under 5 minutes. You can use sequence-based CRM where you can have the email, text, follow-up going on with voicemail. You can also use AI agents or a human-based, concierge team to call them, nurture them, keep on adding values, convert them basically with more content, more videos, case studies, reviews, and then again get them on phone call and close them. That exactly you should be following as a structure, and the whole system built one time can of course help you get consistent results and get you more deals. Your next action steps are here. Just do this for 3 months, and I'm pretty much guarantee that you're going to get more deals closed than any other way. First, post 4 pieces of content, 1 per week on YouTube. Have a long form content going on where you're actually delivering more value about DSCR alone and giving more insights on that. Number 2, get your follow-up sequence on autopilot. Use any CRM, Go High Level, HubSpot, Follow-Up Boss, whatever you can find out within your price range. Use that and create a follow-up sequence so you don't have to do things manually yourself. Number 3, ask for review for every close deal. Just send them a email blast or SMS blast to leave your review, and then you can use those reviews inside your ad campaign or inside your social proof to create more credibility. And then lastly is test running a retargeting ad, people who have watched your videos. Again, go ahead, watch my last video. I've explained in detail how you can do that. All right. Now, if you actually want my help or my team help to build the same system for your business, and you want leads that come pre-qualified with context of where they are and where they want to go, and they want to work with you and build a whole system for your business, go ahead, confirm the call with me. The link is in the description. Let's talk. No pitch, no pressure, just in conversation about how I can help you, what's your current situation is and where you want to go, and if the investment would make sense, and if I can genuinely help you to reach where you want to go. All right, I'll see you guys in the next video. Till then, have a good one, and guys, take care. Cheers. Be blessed.